Every time you check the weather, you're repeating one man's name, yet almost no one knows his story. Let's remember Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Welcome back to Memorandum, the podcast where we remember voices, lives, and legacies that shaped our world. I'm Nefertiti, and today we're diving into the story of a man whose name we repeat every time we check the weather, measure our comfort, or talk about temperature. His name is Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. If you live in the United States, you probably use the Fahrenheit scale daily without even thinking about the person behind it. Yet behind that simple measurement lies a story of curiosity, resilience, and innovation. Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit was born on May 24, 1686, in Gdansk, then part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. His family was wealthy, merchants by trade, and life seemed secure until a tragedy shifted the entire course of his life. At just 15 years old, both of his parents died suddenly from food poisoning. Imagine that, standing on the edge of adulthood, and then in an instant, your safety net is gone. Young Fahrenheit had to leave behind the comfort of family and face the world on his own. He was apprenticed as a merchant, traveling across Europe, but his heart was not in business. Instead, he was captivated by science, the mysteries of air, water, and heat. And in that curiosity, he began to lay the groundwork for a system that would forever change how we understand our environment. As he traveled Amsterdam, Berlin, Copenhagen, Daniel carried both a merchant's discipline and a scientist's wonder. He was fascinated by precision, by the idea that human experience could be measured in exact detail. Think about it for a moment. Before Fahrenheit, measuring temperature was unreliable. Instruments existed, but they lacked consistency. How do you compare heat in Paris with cold in London if your thermometers disagree? Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit saw this problem not just as an inconvenience, but as a challenge worth solving. He experimented relentlessly. Mercury, alcohol, glass tubes. He tested, refined, recalibrated. Each attempt brought him closer to accuracy. By 1714, he achieved something remarkable: the mercury and glass thermometer. Unlike earlier instruments, his invention was consistent, repeatable, and durable. Now imagine holding a thermometer in your hand for the first time in the 18th century. For the first time, heat and cold were no longer vague sensations. They could be translated into numbers that could be compared, repeated, and trusted. And this leads us to a reflective question. How often do we overlook the tools in our lives? The rulers, the clocks, the scales that quietly shape the rhythm of our days? Do we stop to wonder about the individuals whose lives were dedicated to giving us that certainty? Fahrenheit didn't stop at one success. He introduced the temperature scale we know by his name. He anchored it in 3 reference points. 0, the coldest brine solution he could achieve. 32 degrees, the freezing point of water. And 212 degrees, the boiling point. The scale was both practical and relatable. It allowed ordinary people, not just scientists, to understand the world in measurable terms. Through his dedication, Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit turned invisible sensations into shared knowledge. He gave us a common language of heat and cold, comfort and discomfort, warmth and chill, a language we still use more than 300 years later. Fahrenheit passed away in 1736 at just 50 years old. Yet his name continues to live every day in weather forecasts, kitchen recipes, even in the air conditioning units that hum in our homes. His thermometer and scale reshaped medicine, engineering, and daily life. The legacy of Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit is not just about numbers on a scale. It's about the belief that precision matters. His story reminds us that progress often comes from those willing to dedicate themselves to solving problems most people ignore. For us today, there's a deeper lesson. How many of us are walking through life with ideas, curiosities, and questions we never pursue? What would happen if we allowed ourselves to explore them, refine them, and share them with the world? Fahrenheit's journey was not the path he was expected to take. He was trained as a merchant, yet his heart pulled him towards science, and by following that calling, he gave us something lasting. In your own life, maybe there's a skill, a question, or a dream waiting for attention. Remember Fahrenheit, a young orphan with limited support who chose to dedicate himself to discovery. His courage whispers across the centuries that our contributions, however small they may feel, can ripple through time. Today, as you glance at the temperature, remember Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit, the man who turned sensation into science, curiosity into contribution, and precision into legacy. If this story warmed your heart and sparked your imagination, don't forget to subscribe to Nefertiti. Here, we bring you closer to the lives of extraordinary people whose legacies inspire us to live with meaning and purpose. Share this episode with someone who loves history, science, or simply a good story well told. It's how we continue growing this community of memory and inspiration. And stay tuned. Tomorrow, a brand new episode of Memorandum will arrive, featuring another iconic figure whose journey will leave you inspired. Until then, I'm your host, and this was Memorandum, where every story is a lesson and every life remembered is a light for the future.